Happy Monday, everybody. It's almost Christmas time. The season is about to start. I'm sitting here laughing at all these conversations, and the season ain't even start yet. The season doesn't start till Christmas. I'm about to have so much fun. A lot of people just shot their load all early. The season ain't even start yet. Season starts on Christmas Day. That's the tradition. But what I really want to know now, and I know I joked about it in my last video. I was trolling and having some fun. Why is Scotty out there? Why was he out there for 39 minutes? There's no reason for him to. I understand from a business standpoint, because that's the only analogy or the reasoning that I could come up with. The only reason why he's out there is because Yak is out, Quickly's out, RJ's out, and when you playing in a market like New York or you playing at home and you got ticket, payers and people who want to come see the team, they want to come see a star. They don't want to see the other guys like that. And I understand that. But we have Scotty in a very, very sensitive situation. He should not be playing on that ankle. It's only going to lengthen his time out and the time that we have for him to recuperate and get back to the Scotty that we know and love. So he's out there playing. He played 39 minutes against the Rockets, who are white hot right now. Third seed. You know how the story ended last year. It's probably going to end the same way this year. If it doesn't, I'm glad for Fred. He gets his bag. I do believe they make the playoffs, though. I don't think they stay third, but I do believe they make the playoffs. They have a strong enough team to at least, they'll drop to like 6. Because once things get serious, everybody has to stay healthy, and that's a tough thing to do. So I think they're going to make the playoffs, though. I just don't think they're going to stay the third seed. But we played Scotty 39 minutes on a bad ankle. You know what I mean? And I get it. It's a business decision. I get it. It's not because he wants to be an all-star. I was trolling. I was having a good time, and that was fun. But the pressures that he's under are real. But that was more of a business decision because everybody else is out. We're 7-22. We're not really playing for anything significant other than the development of our young players and the advancement as the crew as a group. But there's no reason for Scotty to be out there, let alone being out there for 39 minutes. Like, there's no reason for him to be out there 39 minutes. And he's not playing well on that ankle. Like, we're talking about a guy who relies on his athleticism, who relies on his power. And you need your knees, your hips, your back. Actually, you need every part of your body to work because you're not coming from so much of a skill standpoint. You're coming from a youthful, athletic, powerful standpoint. So he needs all his physical faculties to be on point. And he's not on point right now. And putting him out there like this is just bad for business. Even if you think it's good for business, it's bad for business. Scotty shouldn't be out there. Not like this. Not like this. Like I said, I trolled and I had a good time in the last video. You know I love Scotty, but I'm not gonna be disingenuous or I'm not gonna lie to myself about the fact that he's under pressure. And the same way we put Pascal, Pippen, and Fred and OG under that microscope and that pressure, he's under the same. He's inherited that tradition of pressure and responsibility. But I'm just saying, 7-22 with a depleted roster. I know we got a back-to-back. We played against the Rockets. Now we're playing against the Knicks. I believe we're going to rest him tonight. I don't think we're going to play him tonight. We're going to rest him. RJ is going to play. But I don't think Scotty should have played any of those games. You know what I mean? Because you're just prolonging and you're making it, you're putting the brand in jeopardy. Like when he's out there not at 100% physically or 90 or 85% at the least physically, he's a liability. He looks more like a liability than an asset when he's physically tampered with, whether it's his ankle or a foot or a hip or a back or elbow. Anything hinders his ability to be powerful and athletic. the way we need him to be. That opens up the rest of the game for everybody else. I know a lot of y'all say he could pass and he can. We're talking about a certain type of style of play and mentality and experience that he doesn't have yet. That's acquired over years. Even LeBron today isn't the LeBron he is today back then. He had to evolve into this. You know what I mean? And we're going through the evolution of Scottie Barnes. And right now we have to understand when he's hurt, we have to manage him. And it's all right. Like, we don't have to keep putting him out there and saying he's young. Nah, manage him. Let him sit down and rest and let him watch film. There are other ways to develop Scotty other than being on the court 24/7. If he can't do it physically, then he can't do it physically. It's okay. Let's get into the other aspects of the game. Let him watch 100 hours of film while he's injured. 150 hours, 200 hours of film. Talk about the game from an intellectual standpoint. Make sure he understands what he's seeing. And he can explain that to other guys who can't see it and need explanation. That's what a leader does. But the reality is, like, when he can't physically go with a young player, when they can't physically play, they don't have the other assets that they can dwell on and experience to dwell on to really carry them through this moment. He doesn't have the skill set. So he looks like a liability. We're going to see 6 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 for 15 and 0 for 8 from 3. He can't shoot that well already. He can shoot okay. He's an okay shooter, but he gets hurt, it's over. He can't hit. Listen, it's hard for him to come up with shots on a bad ankle. It's hard to post up on a bad ankle. It's hard to get in transition on a bad ankle. It's hard to do anything on a... Like I said, I've had that injury. I've been carried off the court. It took me 3 to 4 weeks. That's it. That's a reality. And I believe Scotty's under that same situation. He needs more time to rest and recuperate. He'll be fine. But us putting him out there is like we're putting out a bad product. And it's making him look bad. And it's annoying to watch. Because he's not 100%, but you still parade him out there and say, all right, go hoop with these young dudes. Nah, let them get their hours in. They got to put them 10,000 hours in. Let them put that work in. Let them get their shots up. Let them know what it feels like when they got the responsibility at the NBA level. And I know fans are frustrated if they were to see that, or be frustrated if they were to see that, because there's superstars that they don't see are out there. But listen, they're all professionals. You made it to the league. You got to perform. You got to explain that. We can't play Scotty. We're not going to, that's too big of an investment. He's not at 100. He's not even at 85%. Why put him out there? You putting him out there as a decoy for who? You just made it easy for the other team to accept win, as opposed to having them deal with a bunch of, guerrilla warriors who are coming out the jungle ready to hoop, ready to play. We'll figure it out. Get out there and guerrilla your way out. That's why soldiers don't like to go in the jungle. They don't want to fight guerrilla warfare. It's by any means necessary. Ain't no rules of engagement. However, you got to get it done by however you got to get it done. And nobody's afraid of dying. Everybody wants a structure to war. Especially the team that's favored. They don't want to come in there and it's by any means necessary. Their game plan go out the window. That program is out the window. We need to let our young guys play, and if you lose together. But Scotty can't be out there because he's not 100%. If RJ is not available, same thing. Quickly, Yak, it don't matter to me. If they're not available, they're not available. You don't want to, and you also, with these young players, especially the young stars who you put on the pedestal, you got to be very careful because they'll check out mentally. We know he'll check. Listen, you don't want these young guys to check out mentally and call it a season. Whether you fighting for something or not, if they call it a season and they say, they already made their mind up, it's over. And Scotty is very valuable to us. We can't put him out there if he's not ready. We need him enthusiastic. We need him excited. We need him in a high spirit when he comes on the court and understand there is responsibilities, But we want you at your best, and we care enough to make sure you're put in the best situation at your best to perform. We can't just have you out there performing for the sake of having you out there performing and you put out a bad product and then we blame you for it. That's not how that shit works. That's how you lose a superstar. That's how you lose the belief in a superstar and the belief from a superstar. You don't want to start that relationship. He wants to play. He wants to win. Even if you have to save him from himself, you explain to him, I can't put you out there. That's what's best for us. And that's a reality. I don't understand why he played 39 minutes. I don't give a fuck if I don't care if we was in the game. Who cares if we were in the game? Whether we win or lose, we're still 7-22. It's not going to change nothing. Whether we're 5 games out or 50, we don't have the personnel to make the jump and make up the difference to make it a real thing right now. Right now, because I know you people have selective fucking hearing. Right now, we don't have that. Guys have to earn their stripes. This is not the last championship group who were ahead of the curve and continued on to winning. That's why we believed in them. This is a new group. The belief system should be as they are. They're new, and our beliefs in them should be new. We don't know what y'all can do. We knew what Fred can do. OG, Pascal, Chris, Norm. We knew what guys could do. We don't know what these dudes could do. I'm not treating them like I treated the last dude. I don't believe in them until they prove me that they're worthy of me believing in them. Scotty is an all-star by the skin of his teeth. Rookie of the year, deserved it. Listen, let's not play games with this. There's a lot of work to be done and an understanding that needs to be had. These guys have a lot of work to do. And we got to allow them to do the work. And commenting on the work all the time ain't what it is. I say let them get to it and we'll figure it out. If they don't, then people going to get fired and team going to get shifted until it is figured out. But at some point, it's going to be figured out. You don't want this kid to start having a bad experience because you already see what Anthony Edwards is doing. He already throwing the team under the bus. He going to end up with the Hawks. And that's his dream anyway. That's a fact. He a Grady baby. That nigga want to play in Atlanta. Trust me when I tell you. If they give him an opportunity to be traded, if this don't work out this year and maybe next year, he's going to want to put him in Atlanta. Send him to Atlanta. He a Grady baby. He want to be in the A anyway. That's where he'll feel comfortable. But he's already talking about what the team isn't. And he's supposed to be the leader. You don't want Scotty to start not believing in the process. Because that's what happened with superstars when you put them in the position and things don't happen. And now the first thing they're going to say is, it ain't me. And they got the right to say what isn't working because I'm doing what I'm doing. But so I believe in my heart of hearts, we don't want Scotty in that position where he has to speak about stuff that he doesn't have to. It's a team sport. It's a team game. You win as a team. You lose as a team. But you can't put him out there when he's not ready. When he can't showcase his skill sets. If he's not 100%, don't put him out there. I don't even care how much money you losing. Sit down and you'll get the money back. Trust and believe that. Sit him out. Everybody understands Scotty's not 100% and we know his game. He doesn't have to play. He's ineffective when he is hurt. Now you got him on a bad ankle playing 39 minutes. Now he's probably going to be out an extra week or two than expected. I thought he wasn't going to be out until the new year. Now look, you rushed it it was a business. We understand. You're going to be in the New York market. You need your superstar. People got to come see somebody. So he had to play. But look at what happened. 16-6 rebounds. They didn't get the best Scottie Barnes. You explain that. Yo, listen, this kid is hurt. He can't perform. We got whatever we got. Y'all get the win. Whatever y'all get, we'll keep it moving. If y'all lose, then it's an upset. It's a good story. We need to start playing these young guys. If we don't have the guys that could play who you got. And that's the coach's job to make sure they ready to hoop and figure it out. We don't, listen, bad decision. He shouldn't have been out there for 39 minutes. I don't think he should have been out there, period. What is the rush? What's the rush in bringing him back? That's why I was laughing about the All-Star. Is he trying to make the All-Star rush? Is the pressure getting to him? Because he's under pressure. Don't get it fucked up. He's under a lot of pressure. The team, leading the team pressure, the losing pressure, the not winning pressure, the RJ pressure, the crowd pressure. He's under pressure. All-Star, if he don't become an All-Star and somebody else on this team does, that changes everything. And if nobody becomes an All-Star, it's still the same conversation. We got to figure it out. He's under pressure. Accept that. That's what comes with it's your team. Pressure, responsibility. That's it. It gets serious. You got to be responsible for the success and the failure of that team. It gets intensified. You got to accept that. You accept the high of being on the pedestal and wearing the crown. You got to adjust to that reality. Welcome to grown folk life. Tell me what you think in the comments section. Feels good to be back. I got some shit for y'all. I'm going to holler at y'all. Peace.